Hello beautiful people, and welcome to your journey towards the splits. Now if you have 2 yoga blocks or 4 yoga blocks or some cushions, grab them because you will need them. And we're just going to get started straight away in child's pose. Extended child's pose. Knees wide, big toes together. Rest the head, rest the forearms down. Once you get there, take a big deep breath in through the nose, fill the lungs, fill the belly. And a nice long exhale out. Let the body grow heavy, let it relax, let it sink down. And just keeping the awareness on the breath, deepening the inhales, lengthening the exhales. And just start to notice what you can feel in the body. Do the thighs feel tight? Do the hamstrings feel tight? The hips, the lower back? Breathe into those areas that feel a little bit tight. Feel them expand. Breathe out any tension and tightness. So we're going to deepen into the hamstrings, the hips today to help you get towards your split. Depending on how often you practice towards getting your splits will depend on the timeline of when you will actually get there. Every body is different. Everyone has different areas of tightness. So it's more about the consistency rather than doing a 2-hour stretching session every day. So from the child's pose, we're going to inhale here. Exhale, come up onto the hands, round the spine, cat pose. Inhale, drop the belly, cow pose. Exhale, sit back, child's pose. Inhale here. Exhale, push up round the spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale, sit back. Same again, but move into cobra pose. Inhale here. Exhale, push up and round. Inhale all the way down, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. One more just like that. Breathe in here. Exhale, push up and round. Inhale, forward and down, cobra, open the chest. Exhale, back, child's pose. Lovely. Coming forward onto all fours. We're going to go straight up to downward facing dog first. Curl the toes under, push the hips up and back. Just start to pedal through the heels, wake up the calves and the hamstrings. Take deep breaths through the nose. And then send both heels down towards the ground. Push strong through the upper body. Take 3 breaths here. Last breath. As you exhale, shift forward to plank pose. Engage the core. Open back, downward dog. Forward plank, inhale. Exhale, back down dog. One more. Inhale, forward plank. Exhale, back downward facing dog. Back down to the knees, tabletop. Right foot steps forward to your low lunge. Back knee down, back toes down. Hands on the thigh, we're stretching the front of that left hip first, sinking the hips down. Both hips facing forward, chest facing forward. Come back to those deep breaths. We're going to take 5 slow breaths here in the lunge. Just allow that hip to open. Let it ease into it. Each time you exhale, see if you can sink down just a tiny little bit more. As you practice this more every day, these poses will get a lot easier, a lot more accessible, and you'll be able to get deeper into there. Wonderful. If your hands are on the ground or blocks, you can keep them there, or hands on the thigh. We're going to curl the back toes under, and we're going to lift the back knee and bring it down 10 times. 2, down. 3, down. 4, down. 5, down. 6, down. 7, down. 8, down. 9, down. Last one, 10. Lift, squeeze, hold, and release it down. From here, we're going to pull back to a half split. You might need to walk the foot forward slightly. Lift the toes, pull them back towards you. Keeping the hips up, you don't want to sit down into the stretch here, keeping them up and tall. The more you fold your body down over the front leg, the deeper you'll get into that stretch. 10 deep breaths. Keeping the hips square. That front hip might want to pull back. Keep pulling it forward. Three more breaths. See if you can go a little lower. Wonderful. Bending back forward to the lunge. We're going to come forward and back. So sink the hips down, chest up, and back, half split. Forward. Inhale. Exhale back. Inhale forward, hips down, chest up. Exhale back, chest down. 2 more, forward. And back. Forward. And back. Back forward to the lunge, take it to lizard lunge. Step the right foot out to the right, both hands in the middle. Lift the back knee, take a little rock back and forth here first, a couple of times, deep breath. Exhale, drop the knee down. If you have your yoga blocks, you can use them to bring the ground closer to you. And you can bring the forearms down onto the blocks, or if the forearms reach the ground, they can go all the way down. 5 deep breaths. Keep pushing and sinking the hips down towards the mat. One more big deep breath. Exhale to come back up onto the hands. Walk the foot back into the middle. I'm going to sink the hips down. The right hand next to the right foot. Left arm goes up and over to reach back and catch the back foot. If you can't reach it, you can use a yoga strap or a resistance band. We're going to hold here for 5 deep breaths, nice and slow. Squeezing the foot up towards your butt cheek. One last big breath. Exhale, release, pigeon pose. Walk the foot over to the left, drop the knee down. Depending on how open the hip is, your foot might be out, parallel, or it might be closer in. Either way is absolutely fine. So sitting up tall, taking a big breath in. Exhale to come down onto the forearms. Let the body rest and relax into it. Close the eyes if you wish. And come back to those deep, deep breaths. Just notice what you can feel. If any muscles are tensing, just let them soften and relax. The deeper you breathe, the more the body will open and the closer you will be to getting your splits. Five more breaths. Last two. Coming up onto the hands after your last exhale. Slowly sliding that knee back to your tabletop. Just dropping down to cobra, just to open the front of that hip back out for a second. Take a breath there in cobra pose. And then coming back up onto the knees. So going towards your full split. Depending on how far down you can go will depend on what props you want to use. So you'll need at least 2 blocks up on the higher setting. If you want to pad underneath, you can use a cushion or 2 and pad underneath so that when you come down, you've got something to sit on. The further you can come down to the ground, the more you can remove a cushion and get closer down. Use that if you like. If not, just the blocks. So starting from your lunge, right foot forward, and you want to just slide the heel forward. Might be easier if you've got socks on for this. And if you're new to the splits, keep the back toes curled under first. Both hips facing forward. Don't let the hip open out to the side. I know it's easier, but it is cheating a little bit. And just see where your starting position needs to be. Take a big breath. And then adjust wherever you need to. If you feel like the blocks can go lower, if you can slide the back knee back, the front foot forward a little bit more. And just keep adjusting wherever you need to. Keeping the chest up tall, not leaning forward into it, not letting that hip open out to the side, keeping it facing forward. Obviously this is a very deep stretch, so take your time and breathe deep. Eventually maybe the hands can come down to the ground. If that's not where you are today, that's absolutely fine. The trouble is my legs are so long they don't fit on the yoga mat. If the wrists are starting to take a hit, you can come up and make a fist, just making sure the arms and the hands are in a nice straight line. And you want to sit in your split at each side for at least 1 minute. If you're doing this as a daily practice or an every other day practice, warm up, open up the muscles, have a stretch, and then sit in your split. Breathe as deep as you can. The more consistent you are with your stretching, the closer you will be to getting your split. 3 more deep breaths. Last one, deepest breath in you've taken all day. Longest exhale. And then pushing down strong into the hands, slide the front heel back all the way to come back onto the knees. Well done, let's swap legs. Left foot steps forward to your low lunge first. Adjust wherever you need to. Sink the hips down, chest is up and tall. Hands on blocks, the ground, or on the thigh. Just taking your first 5 deep breaths here. Let this right hip get used to this position. Let it open up. Just noticing the difference on each side of the body. One side will be a lot more open than the other. That's absolutely fine. But it's very important that we do both sides. Take one more big breath here in your lunge. Sink the hips down a little bit more. And then as you exhale, lifting that back knee up and down. Ready? 9, up, down, 8, up, down, 7, up, down, 6, up, down, 5, up, and down, and 4, up, and down, last 3, up, squeeze, and down, 2, up, and down, last one, up, squeeze and hold, and down. And then as you exhale, pulling it back to the half split. Slight bend in the knee, toes lifting up towards the face. You might notice a little shake or a little tremble in the leg, very normal. Deep, deep breaths. Everybody wants to do the splits until they realise how much hamstring stretching it takes. Again, keeping the hips square, don't let that right hip open out to the side, keep it pulling forward. As you create in that space, if you want to go deeper, just bend in the elbows to bring the chest closer down towards the leg. Three more breaths, nice and slow. As you exhale, coming back forward to the lunge, chest up, hips down. And then we move back and forth, back to the half split as you exhale. Inhale, forward and lunge. Exhale, back, half split. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. One more. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Back forward to the lunge. Walk the left foot out to the left to your lizard lunge. Curl the back toes under, lift the knee. Rock back and forth on the toes first just to ease into it. Take a breath. And then dropping the knee down, and if you can, coming down onto the forearms or using blocks to bring the ground closer up to you. Coming back to the breath. Two more breaths. Exhale, coming back up onto the hands. Walk the foot back into the middle. Left hand down on the inside of the left foot on the ground or a block. Right arm circles up and over, and we bend the back knee to reach for the foot. Pulling the foot in towards your butt, sinking the hips down, breathe. Two more breaths, you've got it. Exhale, slowly release that leg down. Come into your pigeon pose, walking the foot over to the right, dropping the knee down. Inhale when you get there, chest is tall. Exhale to come down onto the forearms. Just notice how it feels on this side. Take a big deep breath. As you exhale, let the body relax into it, let it soften. Close down the eyes if you wish. And just focus on the breath and the sensations you feel. Just notice as the body relaxes into it more. Last 3 breaths here in your pigeon pose. On your last exhale, coming up onto the hands. Slide that knee back, maybe take a cobra pose in between before we go to the full split on this left side. Now I have an old injury in my left hamstring. I tore the top of my hamstring when I was trying to do the splits upside down in an aerial hoop because I didn't do the proper warm-ups or the proper trainings, and what I have learned is that strong muscles stretch better, which is why I love strength training and lifting weights and yoga. They go hand in hand together. They're best friends, they're sisters, they're brothers. So rehabilitating my hamstring has been a lot of strength training to build those muscle fibres back together so that when I do stretch, I don't overstretch. So I'm going to be very mindful going towards the splits in this left leg and only going as far as feeling a deep stretch. Any pinching, any pain, come out of it. So left toes, whatever you need for this side. Wiggling the heel forward, walking the back knee back, and just seeing how far you can get down to start on this left leg. Take a big breath when you get there. Listen to what your body is telling you, making sure the hips are square. And if you notice your shoulders are starting to bunch up towards the ears, it means you've got some more room for the arms to go down, so lower your blocks or bringing the hands down towards the ground. Ironically, I feel like my left hamstring is more open than my right, so if I didn't have the injury, it would be a lot easier to do the splits on this side, but we live and we learn, and I teach so that you don't make the same mistakes that I did. Keep deepening your breath. We're almost there, we're almost at the end. The hardest part is showing up on your mat, so well done for showing up for yourself today. Keep adjusting wherever you need to. If the stretch is getting too deep, you can always lift up slightly. If you want to go deeper, you can lower down to the ground a little bit more, but keeping the chest up tall. Last few breaths, you've got it. You are strong, you are powerful, you can do anything you put your mind to. You'll be at the splits in no time. It's all about the consistency. Last two breaths, really make them count. Well done. Exhale, push down into the hands, slide that heel all the way back onto the knees. Take a second for the legs to come back online, for the blood to go back wherever it needs to go. Maybe you want to take a cobra pose. And then when you're ready, coming down onto the back. Grab a cushion for your head if you've got one. And we're just going to take the last few moments in stillness and silence. So rest down on the back. Legs straight, let the legs be open slightly, let the feet fall out. Hands wherever you like on the body, out by the sides or up above the head. Once you're there, close down the eyes, take a big deep breath. Just let the body grow heavy and sink down into the mat. Let the weight of the head rest down into the pillow, softening all the muscles in the face, relaxing the shoulders. Upper back melts into the ground, softening the chest. Feeling the arms grow heavy, softening the stomach. Resting the hips, resting the weight of the legs. Your wonderful legs that have just done all those weird and wonderful poses to get you into the splits. Soften the thighs, soften the hamstrings. Down to the knees, down to the calf muscles, down to the ankles, the feet and the toes. focus on the breath, letting everything soften and relax. Just come into stillness after all that movement. I'm going to take 5 breaths here in silence. Last exhale, slowly wiggling the fingers and the toes. Blinking the eyes open and reaching the arms up above head for a full body stretch. Point the toes, big breath. And then rolling over onto the side to push yourself back up to a seat. Well done, well done. You should feel super proud of yourself for showing up today, for doing the thing that you said you were going to do, for putting the hard work and the effort in. And all it takes is these few stretches and consistency. Whether you want to do this every day, every other day, a couple of times a week, that will depend on when you eventually do get to your full split. So let me know how this practice felt, and I'll see you again next time. Namaste.